Hello guys, welcome back in my Let's Platinum Divinity Original Sin 2. So, I was just thinking that we probably can't... Ooh, we won't be able to finish that quest because we don't have a spirit vision yet, but we can do the fight. So, let's try and get it done. Gonna get that. And maybe quickly, if we can, that.
There's one unaffected egg behind.
So yeah.
Perhaps there's still a chance.
So the problem is, yeah, that's what we need to get. It's probably not possible to kill it. All right, we need to kill those void hatchlings. I think they can void into those huge hatchlings, right? I don't know. Okay, let's buff her. Yeah, I think the bigger ones can hatch into something nasty. I think. Not 100% sure. Alright, let's leave those 2 points. Fun.
I will yield to none.
Let's throw what we can throw. There you go. There you go. Don't have the height advantage anymore, but we go and do good damage anyway. Do I wanna approach it? Probably not. Executed, perfect. And maybe keep the rest of the points. And see what the small one will do. Maybe with her we actually will wait. Yeah. Oh, a small one. I was thinking maybe another big one will hatch. Go. Wee. Alright, let's leave it. Ah, another small one. Another small one. Why this has such a short...
Glory is mine. I'm ready.
There you go. Another small one. So only big one. One big one, it seems.
Into the dark with you.
So that's it. Yep. Okay. No rubies. Okay, so we need to get this egg. Pepper. There you go.
There you are, little egg.
And we need to bring it back. And then we need to move away and wait for when we have the spirit vision thingy, because otherwise we can't continue the quest. So do we give it to Big March? Is that what it is? I think so.
Baby's gone! Stolen egg! Stolen and gone! Help! 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 Help!
Okay. We found the eggs, but they transform into Voidwalken.
Transform! Not a chicky baby anymore! All gone! All
No.
gone for good!
Hand her the egg you rescued.
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it contentedly.
Shh! Little beeper baby, Mama's here, warm and here with you again.
She cocks a black eye up at you and winks.
Thank you. I have something for you. Something I buried behind the coop. It's yours. It's yours. Unless some other scratchily poker found it first, of course.
Okay. Where is it buried? I don't know. Behind the whatever. Oh, somewhere here.
What's this? I found something.
What is it? A ruby. Alright, so let's get out. We're gonna get this trophy later, but it's a prerequisite to get the trophy. So let's get in. And there's a lot of stuff in here. So maybe first okay, this ooze barrel. Actually, I should leave somewhere a death fog stuff. Maybe I'll leave it on a ship.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
Yeah, watch as she slowly rubs a cut on her arm, ask why they strung her up.
Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Cough uncomfortably. Actually, you're the reason the Magisters are looking for Alexander's killer.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation.
So now that she's free, you can proceed. You want to move quickly.
Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall.
Which painting? This painting?
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button.
Please wait.
Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
Please wait. Meaty stew. All right.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you.
All right, let's put the
Taking
combination.
your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Powerful awakening.
about while I catch my
Ancient
breath.
runes,
Come
weird
speak to me when you
contraptions.
wish to proceed.
This place is an
and try not
arcanist's
to break
dream.
anything in the meantime.
Let's look around first. There you go. Chain lightning, nice. Okay. Medusa head. Okay. And that's it? No, this corner. Epidemic of Fire Scroll. Bottle rack open. There you go. What? Nice. Alright. We have to create something. I think we need stuff from here. I don't remember. Maybe not. Okay, let's talk to her. Safe.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Yeah. Say that it's a chance to know the truth. Interesting.
You would trade every soul in Rivellon for the sake of knowledge. You would make a ferocious librarian. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
I just nod. You understand.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Ask if she ever seen the ritual performed before.
Once, although not by a god woken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing slightly.
a headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death.
Alright.
And putting our faith in you is a risk Rivellon must take. If you need more detailed information about the ritual, see the tome on a plinth by the bookcase. But be quick about it. We do not have much time.
Alright. But I haven't found a black root. She says everything is in here. Was it in here? Let me check something first. Did we get anything from her? Because I remember it was like a kinda special ball. Black root in a cupboard, that's what she said.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Okay. Do we have... inventory. So, combine with... So, blackroot, ball, and that knife. Nothing. Use. Jesus. Is that what we needed? That there is a blood on it now? Because I cut myself. There you go. Okay, drop it. Maybe not where it should be, but... Okay. There you go.
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
This is the deepest recess of my soul. But it looks...
Should she do the same?
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, as the world fades...
Oh, she went somewhere else. Okay, but we probably have to do One for her and one for him.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Sabil, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine brightly. Speak the spell.
Oh, there you go. Spirit
and
vision. That's what we
see.
needed.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Tis Endelius in all his spectral glory.
You know me, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Tis Endelius nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god.
Dying. Worldly, ask him what's happening.
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
Wow. I say you won't stand for. There must be a way to save him.
To save us both, as a matter of fact. You must realize, Sabil, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
The Well of Ascension, say you once read it, is the fabled birthplace of gods.
It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Ask him why is it so important you should win. Surely the rise of any new divine is the Seventh's aim.
There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only she who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom this world's liberator.
Pause to wonder what will happen to the other gods if you do this.
It's very simple, really. They will either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god Woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Sabine. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your blood-red hands. But don't let that dismay you, for these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in.
Tell him you're quite convinced and ask him where you can find the Well of Ascension.
I promise that yours alone will be the powers of the lake, and to the lake I will lead you. But not yet. Not until you've become a true master of the Source. Until you speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-Woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Say that if you were to become a master of Source, surely there is no better tutor than himself.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, Sabine. But if all I had to do was give, you would long ago since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here.
Before you go, ask what it is he did to your eyes exactly.
Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is, immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger.
Say you'd have thought he's a master of the Source himself.
And so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul, that you'll have to hunt for yourself. Best of luck, Sabine.
Alright, champion of the gods.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
um,
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
Look at her surprise. She doesn't know what you need to do next.
I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of sauce. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my sauce. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
I need to use this one. Wicked, cruel, and vile. You suspect you'll know half of them already.
Your poor taste in drinking partners does not interest me. These are no average cutthroats. They are the kind of creatures that grew bored of pulling the legs off spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk. No... no matter what the cost. No matter... what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
You can't hide the concern on your face. She doesn't seem
And
well.
you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Ask where you can find these masters.
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Okay, Sedel will be back as soon as possible.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
Ask her why she risked such a thing if she was aware of the
The
dangers.
spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Alright. Oh, Fane.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as... It looks haggard and...
It's the same.
Come.
The apparition clutched...
Time to open the eyes you locked. Speak the spell. Please.
Gone is the strange mirror image of your...
You know me now, don't you, Vane? Your sister. Your guardian. You were my hero once. You must be so again. Your kindred soul was my last refuge, my last bastion. From here I can aid you, but only if you grant me one small kindness.
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly. Dying. The forces of
actually the
we are
same.
battling for our very survival, and I doubt you would have us lose, Fane. Should we perish, we will be cast into oblivion, and I dare not dream what he will do to you.
Well, you didn't think this conversation could get any more depressing, and yet here you hear? Impressive, really.
Our battle is a work in progress. I did not say all was lost. There is still time. You must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. United, we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we are to survive the onslaught of the king and his void minions, you must remember what you have forgotten. We must become vastly more powerful. And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful. Eager child, before we discuss the where, we must first mute. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. A mortal but you, Fane, you could be so much more. And that is why you must be the first to reach it, no matter what. I know, sweet child. It is important you the void has never been even all
It's
those
kinda the
powers
same,
will barely
just
be
few
enough
things
to
have
defeat
changed.
the king. Alas, of course but there can so make no, but do not let that dismay you. I will lead, our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as you once did. And
Laughter.
you flat, we are, they may be, once you have, return to me here. You had forgot Source, your vision, speak the spell, alas, good luck, dear.
The Meister stares into...
Still alive?
She leans in.
Tell me, what did you see?
She sighs in...
You can't channel enough I know the purging, not enough to so we must sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material. Just so. However, it is...
The Meister double...
No matter what is asked of you, you do not sorcerer. Your focus, your only focus. The Magister, but do be careful. And if they're barren...
As she speaks...
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I...
Okay. This is stupid with that Lora.
The squirrel seems to be
That you can't. So she has something to say, but you can't use other characters. You have to like have a
still...
pet pal. on that character. I don't know. I don't like it. I do not like it. All right. I think they might attack Ethan, right? And we need to go through that fight.
Well met, friend. Interested in Driftwood's finest catch?
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
It's free to look their travels, friend.
Okay.
Thank the Divine you're here to protect
As
us.
the Magister's eyes
There you
light
go.
upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger rises from voluminous robes and points right at you. From her other hand dangles handcuffs.
Ifan Ben Mesd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you and no mistake.
Smile, they remembered you.
Who could forget? Best night's business the healer had in months.
Now, can we kill them? I don't think there is any trophy related to those magisters.
Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong.
Wing and say you can see she wants to have you locked up all to herself.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Wars are brewing, my friend, and I'll stand by your side. But prices
There you
will
go.
go up, even for one of our own. Buy now and buy often.
Oh, ballistic shot, I want that. Marksman Fang as well. There you go, level 10. Thievery in a belt, boom.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it. You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's
Damn.
madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Until later then.
My word, but you do look exhausted.
Damn.
I bet you could use a touch of magic.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Summon oil
I'm all
blob.
right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Skin graft. That's good. We need that. 2 intelligence, aero, dual wielding man.
Yep.
I'm all right. As long as
Yeah, I don't know.
you're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Do we fight only her or some other will join? I don't remember that part as well.
How you holding up?
One Eye squints.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you.
Alright, let's try finesse. No.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
Whoa! Everybody go red. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I don't know why. I thought it's only the Magisters that go red and you can just kill them. I wonder if Wit's Persuasion is better. But I think she's the only one that will like bother him. Good that we save when we exit. I mean, he has 10 wits, so I don't know.
How you holding up?
Where is she? That's her.
As the Magister's eyes are like...
If and Ben Mesd is our living brain.
One Eye squints.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
She considers your offer.
How much?
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right. As long as I'm not
So little.
you're safe.
You can sit and think about your stinginess at leisure. In a prison. Oh, that's it.
Oh, see? Now, I didn't draw the weapon, so it's... Ah. Fuck. Alright. Just need to worry. We can leave him at the back. Alright guys, this episode is long. I think we're gonna take a break in here. I might just sort out my inventory. But we need to bring him in there to he's our all right, let's maybe sort it out with 100 gold and see what's up. Man, I thought we would only fight those magisters, but fucking half of the town turns on us. Let's see.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
her over there, right?
As the Magister's eyes are like...
If Anne Ben Mesda's our living brain, who could forget? Best night's been... Now, come on. Back into a cage
Strength,
where you belong.
finesse. Okay.
Little tricks won't work
Failure,
on me,
even
Ben
buffed.
Mez.
One eye squint.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you. Your little tricks won't...
She considers your...
how much?
Alright. 75. Ah, 100.
So
Fuck
much.
it.
You have to be hiding something, and I'm sure Dallas will be well able to find... Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mez.
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around shiftily, then turns back to you.
Get out of here, and don't let me catch you again.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire! Latest news! Fresh from the war! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy?
Alright, so I think we're gonna take a break, and like I said, I'm gonna sort out my inventory and maybe see if I can
My word, but you
can
do
buy
look
some stuff.
exhausted. Have at it. Got yourself situated. Yep.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about
That's
it
where we
too
can.
much.
The carved
Fast
figure
travel,
is a
right?
resplendence. Your touch creates a ripple.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Like I said, we're gonna take a break in here.
Smells worse over
And
here than a dozen
yeah.
rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench.
Oh, that's. I thought that was a trader. No, it's only those, is it? Her. Trader Bree. Another trader. And then this guy sells like weapons. No.
You look down at the cart and see fish.
It's free to their travels, friend.
This guy is.
War's a brewing, my friend. Special prices for you. War is hell, my friend. But
Yeah.
it's very good for business.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Same. No. Ooh, 2 warfare. Because it's a shame it's not a strength. It would be strength and then 2 warfare. That would be pretty cool. Although physical armor, I probably should change the Heart of Tyrant. It's level 6 stuff. So I might have a look around.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
One-handed
Keeping it
sword.
together, Bree. I'm all
Ooh,
right, as
I
long as
wonder.
don't think about it too much. You're safe
Yeah.
among friends. Never forget it.
Yeah, it's a good dodging.
Smells worse over
No
here
sky
than a
shot
dozen
though.
rotten eggs dropped in a vat
But yeah,
of vinegar.
the damage is good. So okay, let me look around, have a look. If I buy something, I'll let you know, and we'll take it from there. So guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.